Welcome back to the Unbreakable Woman Blueprint. My fellow clinic managers out there, hi, it's me, Jules, and I see you. You're not just managing workflows, juggling schedules, and trying to keep the peace at the front desk. You're carrying expectations, emotions, and unspoken pressure of figuring it all out while still trying to lead with strength and grace. Some days it feels like too much. I know. I really know that. Like you're giving everything and still wondering if you're doing enough. But I want you to hear this today. You weren't placed in this position by accident. You have been called, equipped, and positioned for such a time as this. In episode 1 of our mini-series, we talked about stepping boldly into your leadership role, owning your voice, embracing your calling, and breaking free from the imposter syndrome. In episode 2, we focused on building an unbreakable team, celebrating togetherness, creating clarity, and turning messy moments into momentum. Now, in episode 3, it's time to shift into influence. Today, it's all about leading with impact, casting vision, communicating with heart, and empowering your team to rise. Because leadership is not about doing more. It's speaking life, creating alignment, and becoming the voice that calls out greatness into others. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Number 1, cast vision, not just task. Learn how to instill a sense of ownership and engagement in your team, ensuring that every member feels powerful, connection, and into their role, know what the overarching goal is. When I first stepped into leadership, I thought giving instructions was enough. I was very wrong. But here's the truth. People don't follow instructions. They follow vision. Your team doesn't just want to know what to do. They need to understand why it matters. Because when you connect their daily task to the bigger picture, you give them meaning to their work. That's what sparks engagement. That's what creates momentum. Lesson number 2, communicate with clarity and heart. Here's the truth that changed everything for me. Your words either build trust or build walls. There's no middle ground. I used a simple framework, 3 letter C's, clear, consistent, and compassionate. Whether it's celebrating success or navigating a tough conversation, if you stay grounded in those 3 things, your team will feel safe, seen, and supported. And guess what? That's when people listen, not out of fear, but out of respect. Lesson number 3, empower, don't overfunction. Listen, I know you can do it all, but should you? Let's talk about overfunctioning because this one sneaks up on us. Overfunctioning is when you start doing more than your share. Not because others can't, but because you haven't given them the space, the trust, or the chance to rise. You're answering questions they could answer themselves. You're fixing mistakes instead of teaching them through it. You're saying, I'll just do it because it's faster, easier, or less stressful. Over time, though, you're not just exhausted. You're enabling a culture where your team becomes dependent instead of empowered. Every time you say, I'll just take care of it, you send a subtle message. I don't trust you to handle this. But you can shift that. Empowerment means stepping back so they can step up. It means delegating, letting go of perfection, and trusting the process. Because when you give someone space to lead, they don't just rise, they transform. And so do you. Here's your mission this week. Share your vision out loud with your team, even if it's messy. Choose one conversation to practice out of the 3 C's, clear, consistent, and compassionate. Pick one task you've been holding on to And delegate it with faith. You are not just managing a clinic, you are mobilizing a movement, remember? And when you lead with vision, influence, and a big heart, you don't just get results, you ignite transformation. So until next time, my friends, stand and deliver on becoming the voice that inspires bold action. Oh, yeah, wait. Before you go, here's a little peek at what's coming next in episode 4 of our mini series. We're talking about something that rarely gets scheduled but always shows up when it's missing. Self-care. I'm big on self-care. I talk about it often, but I want to talk about it with you because let's just be honest. Leading a clinic, managing a team, juggling that with home life, it's kind of a lot. And if you're always pouring out but never filling up, burnout is right around the corner. In episode 4, I'm going to show you how to lead sustainably. We'll talk about real world self-care, not the spa day kind of day, but the soul alignment, breathe between patient, I'm allowed to pause kind of day. Because the truth is, you're no good to anyone if you're running on empty. So don't miss your breakthrough, because this starts when you take care of the one person everyone else is counting on. That's you, my friend. Aloha.